Hello YouTubers, it's William Collins with WC Knives. In order to test some knives, I thought maybe we'd do a fun project. Behind me here, this is an old, or I say old, it's a water oak that got damaged when another tree fell into it. So we're going to take it and try to make a bow, just an old stick bow, survival bow type thing. I don't know what kind of bow it's going to make, but that's not the point. The point is we're going to test some knives. We're going to test the kukri, the small kukri that I have, the woodpecker, the smaller version that I have, and also that camp butcher knife. We're going to see how well they work as far as planing and stuff like that. So hang with me and we're going to have a little fun. Alright, as you can tell by the stains, I've used these knives already except for this one. I haven't used it yet. This is one of the knives we're going to test out, see how well it uses as a draw knife. This is the little smaller version of the woodpecker. You know, the standard woodpecker's a 9-inch blade. This one's only 8. This is my version of the camp butcher knife. Has a very deep belly, 1/8-inch steel, 4-inch blade, or a 4-inch handle. If I make another handle, I'm going to extend it out a little bit and put a lanyard hole in there. It makes a better chopper. That's the reason that I put this leather on there, so you can hold on to it better. The blade, if I recall, I think it's a 7-inch blade. Pretty close, 1/8-inch steel, like I said. We're going to try that one. And of course, my version of the small kukri, which is 3/16 steel, and as you can tell, I've been chopping with it a little bit. So I mean, they're not razor sharp, but they should get the job done. So stick with me. We're gonna get started. Just trimming the limbs off of it a little bit. This little leather thong on there helped that out quite a bit. Say thong. It's, I don't know, is it a lanyard maybe? We don't have any thongs at my house. Just kind of smooth it up a little bit. Let's see if we can put it on my vise here. We'll put the large end out first. We'll work on it first. Just kind of get an idea of where the center is. Take my measuring stick here. So the center is about there. About where that knot's at. Oh, my rope may be too tight. too loose. Let's see how well that'll hold. I want to keep the kind of natural curvature of the bow. Let that work to my advantage. It's not going to work. A lot of this in the field stuff is just trial and error. You just got to learn how things work and try to finagle it. Let me move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. You don't want to get on the front, on the front of your bow. You want to leave that bark there, because when you don't want to cut into the growth rings when you're making a bow. It doesn't well, it weakens the bow actually is what it does. Well, this knife peels like a champ. Yeah. That little curve in the blade that bites into the wood. Table a little loose. Did okay. Tell you what. Hard to beat a kukri design. That knife plane is great. That does good. Doesn't do as good as that kukri, but it does good. Alright, I'm going to work on this a little while and kind of conserve batteries. So I'll be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, about got this one down to, I'm seeing the center of it, the core. So we're going to flip it around and we're going to try the other side. Tell you what, this is surprisingly doing well. I thought it would be the woodpecker. It does okay. I mean, it's more designed as a chopper than anything, but I thought it would do better than what it's doing on as a draw knife. I mean, it does all right. This right here is a beast. I mean, it just digs into the wood. Yeah, it's kind of shavings it's getting. Thick 1/8 inch shavings. So I'm gonna turn the bowl around and we're gonna work on the other side for a while. I hold this steady enough. I'm gonna show you how I got this bow stave kind of tied up, using it as a vise. I just got it underneath that table there and just tied. And what it is just twisted up in that rope. I just twisted it like a tourniquet until it was tight. And then I stuck it under that table there and just tied it in place. Just makeshift vise. Okay. I saw on Equipped to Endure, or Mr. Madison, phenomenal guy, Navy SEAL, or ex-Navy SEAL. He split a little sapling and wedged it in the sapling, which that would work well as also. So anyway, just kind of give you an idea. Okay, that's the other side. Tell you what, the more I use this, the more I'm impressed with this little cookery. Man, that's what I'm peeling off of that thing. I mean, it didn't take 2 minutes to get that down to where I need it. I mean, it's just... There's nothing to it. Alright, we're going to see how it bends and work on a little bit more. I'm going to try to show you how I'm tapering the ends. Just taking a knife on the side and just using it again as a draw knife. And just very carefully tapering the ends. Going down both sides. Trying to keep it at a 90-degree angle. Tell you what, I thought it wouldn't be humid today, but it is. Okay, that's probably good enough on this side. Let's try the other side now. I'm about out of battery power. I don't know if I'm going to get to that caught this time or not. I'm going to have to wait till next time, but we'll work on the bow a little bit more. Okay, when you start to take the back of the bow, the bark off, you just want to scrape the bark. You don't want to cut it because you don't want to get into any of the growth rings. So you just take the spine of your knife, and all my knives have a 90-degree spine just so you can do this. They'll strike a fair seam rod, but I don't like doing that on my knives. I mean, that's what those strikers are for, but if you want to do it with your knife, that's fine. Well, my knives take it. Oh yeah, eventually though, it just like the edge of the knife, you have to resharpen it. So you'd have to resharpen the spine. But anyway, that's how you do it. That way you take the bark and the cambium off, but you don't get into any of the growth rings. And that's what you're trying to avoid. You get into the growth rings, you weaken your bow. So let me take the bark off and I'll get back with you. Well, there it is. It's not a very good bow. It has a weak spot here, but river oak is it's full of rotted areas and knots and stuff. So anyway, I knew we weren't going to be able to make a good bow out of it. But basically, you get the gist of how one's made. If you're going to make one, get some good wood, hickory or something like that. There's the spine of it, the back of it is peeled. And basically, once you string the bow, you just work these areas that are straight, see in here? Just keep planing it until you have a D. And the bow looks like a D. And you have about a hand of string height from your handle. So if it didn't have that weak spot there, then it might work for a couple of shots. Be a very weak bow, but anyway, you get the gist of it. Basically, we were testing knives anyway. I tell you what, I am very, let me move the camera up. I am very impressed with this this cookery. It is made short work of this bow. I doubt if I've been working on this bow a couple hours maybe, and you know, if we had some good wood, we could have made a decent bow. I just don't want to cut anything that it wasn't going to die. This one was going to die. It was wounded by that other tree. But anyway, oh, that's the reason you take antibiotic in the woods. That right there, saw got me, not the knife, saw. When I cut in the little notches, saw jumped and got me on the finger. So, just a little scratch, but put some antibiotic on it and wrapped it up with a gauze and some duct tape so it would stay. I'm sweating so much, I'm sweating like a pig. It's so hot out here. It's just humid, there's no air. Wind's not blowing. It's just like a sauna. Probably lose about 30 pounds. I could probably stand it though. But there you go, that's the bow. So we're going to try to see if I got enough battery left. I'm going to set up one of these cots and let you see how it looks. So hang with me. Well, one use of the old army cot is a chair. You just build you an A-frame, stick your pole in the bottom of it, tie it up at the top, give you a close-up of it. Then you just stick a stick in through the bottom of it. Then up at the top, you just tie it. Wrong way. Just tie it up at the top. Just like a little hammock chair. The other thing is a hammock. Stretched between two trees. So don't throw away your army cots. The frame breaks. Save it. You can take poles and go through these sleeves here. Set this on some old log and have a nice little bed raised off the ground. So those little cots, they have a lot of uses. So if the frame breaks, don't throw it away. Well, according to my battery, I only got about 4 minutes left. So I guess we'll wrap up the video. And I appreciate you guys coming along with me on this little trip. Wish I had more battery time. The solar thing I got just doesn't charge this camera up for some reason. It's a Sony, so I guess you have to buy a Sony solar charger. But anyway, I hope it was beneficial to you. I hope you learned something. Didn't get to test as many knives as I wanted to, but I guess I can do that in the backyard. So I wanted to do a bro drill set and just see how they work, and I may still do that, and just won't be able to get it on camera. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and we're going to see if we can get a battery that'll last a little bit longer. I had 2 batteries, and we used up both of them. So That's the way it goes. We'll see you on the next one. Take a trip. Get out there. Go upriver. If you do, take plenty of Band-Aids. You need them. And lots of knives. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.